Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning.
Ma'am.
Good morning. So yesterday we have started with this lesson. Not yesterday, day before yesterday we have started with this geography lesson number 2, physical features of India. And yesterday we had learned about the formation of Himalayas and northern plains of India in this paragraph. And in this we have understand that the Himalayas were formed out of the sediments of pits Pitsea and subsidence of northern flank of peninsular plateau. Here we have read. Then next we have also read that the depression that was formed gradually. Depression, what I said? Depression had made you clear yesterday. What is depression? About we have talked about the large basin or not? We have talked about large basin. That the Himalayas uplift about out of Tith Sea and subsidence of north flank of the peninsular plateau. Subsidence of north flank. Subsidence means collapse or sinking of the northern part of the peninsular plateau resulted in the formation of large basin. बड़ा सा basin बन गया. And what is a basin? It is a depression in earth's surface. It is shaped like a bowl. So that is why it is called as large basin. Now, in due course of the time, this depression means the shape or like a bowl that in the earth gradually got filled with deposition of sediments. Sediments के deposition से वो fill हो गया. And then what happened? The deposition of the sediments led to the formation of northern plains of India. So this we have read. Then we have started with the major physiographic division. Major physiographic divisions. How many major physiographic divisions are there?
6.
Six. Very good. And can anybody speak out about those six physiographic divisions of India or physical
Ma'am, the
features?
Himalayan mountains,
Ma'am,
southern
the
plains, the
northern plains, the peninsula
plateau,
plateau, the
the
Indian
Indian
desert, the
desert, the
coastal plain,
mountain
the
plain,
island.
Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the Indian desert, the coastal plains, and the islands.
Yes, yes, yes. So all these six are the main physical features of India, which we are going to read further in this lesson. And we have already started about the first physical feature, that is Himalayan mountains. We have read about the Himalayan mountains. And in this we have read about Himalayan mountains. What we have read? That they are geologically young and structurally fold mountains. That is,
Fold
they are very
mountains
young
stretch
fold
over
mountains.
the northern pole of
Very good. They are young fold. In short, we can say they are young fold mountains that form mainly by two or more tectonic plates. Clear? Then they are the loftiest. Loftiest means imposing great height. They are the loftiest, that is imposing great height, and one of the most rugged mountain barriers of the world. Most rugged means uneven or rough mountain barrier. Barrier means it is an obstacle to prevent the movement of the world inside in India. So they stand up as a barrier, as an obstacle to prevent the outside activities in India. Like we can say in previous lesson, might be you have understood about the what weather condition or not, or further you will read out about the weather condition also. Cold winds. These Himalayan mountains stand as an obstacle to prevent the much cold winds getting inside the in India in the northern part. So in this way, they are standing as a barrier or obstacle to prevent any type of movement. Then we have further read about the three parallel ranges. In this three parallel, we have already understood about the two parallel ranges and the longitudinal extent. The number of valleys lie between these ranges. First, we have read about which parallel range? First parallel range, first range of Himalaya,
Himadri. Himadri.
Himadri, also known as Greater Himalaya,
Inner Himalayas or
Himalayas. Clear? Inner Himalayas or Himadri. Now, in this, what are the main features we have read about Himadri?
Average height of 6,000 meters.
First of all, it is a continuous range. Second, about the height.
Height of 6,000 meters.
Yes.
6,000 meters.
Yes. And third, contain all the prominent means famous Himalayan peaks. It contains all the famous Himalayan peaks. Then next, any other
The
feature?
folds of the Great Himalayas are asymmetric in nature.
Yes, very good. The fold of the Great Himalayas, that is Himadri, are asymmetrical, means not symmetrical in nature. Then next, the core of this strata is composed
Plateau of
of
Himalayas is composed of granite.
granite. So in Himadri, what type of part is there? Which type of rock? Granite. Clear? Then it is perennially snowbound. Again, it is snowbound area.
Snowbound.
Clear? And the number of glaciers also descend.
Glaciers descended from this.
So all these are the features of Himadri range. Then we have read about the range lying to the southern of Himadri is what? Range lying to south of Himadri with the rugged mountain. Again, rough mountain system is there. It is called as Himachal or
Himachal or Lesser Himalayas.
Lesser Himalayas. Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Now again, what are the main features of Himachal or Lesser Himalayas? This second range, it
The
composed.
ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks.
Yes, it composed of highly compressed. Highly compressed means flattened. Compressed
Not
means
flattened.
flattened. And altered rocks. Altered means modified, changed rocks. When it is compressed, then definitely changes will occur in the rocks. And then we have also read about the next
Altitude
Yes,
varies between
Whereas
3,700 and 4,500.
very good. The altitude means the height difference in the height of the means hills are there. The ranges in the Himachal or Lesser Himalayas is there. That is the altitude, the height varies between किसके बीच में है उनकी height 3,700
and
and
4,500
meters, and the average width is of 50
50
kilometers. 50 kilometers तक है उसकी width. Then we have range about we had also understood
Fair
yes, most important range. You can
Panjal.
you can underline this. Pir Pranjal range is most important range you have found in Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Then other ranges are Dhauladhar
The
and
Dhauladhar and Mahabharat range.
yes, Mahabharat range are the prominent ones. So first main important is Pir Pranjal, which is the longest and most important range.
range.
Other ranges are Dhauladhar and Mahabharat.
And
They are also
Mahabharat
famous.
range. These are prominent.
Mount Madri.
Clear? Now this range consists of famous valley of Kashmir. Now this range that is Pir Pranjal, Dhaula and Himachal and Lesser Himalayas contains of Kashmir, Kangra and Kullu valleys.
And Kullu Valley.
Very famous valleys. You also have heard these names: Kashmir, Kangra and Kullu valleys. Mostly people enjoy going there in summer vacation. Kullu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. Now this region is well known for the hill stations.
Hill station.
Clear this much, everyone? Now next is
Yes, ma'am.
next is the outermost range of Himalaya is called Shivaliks. The outermost range of Himalaya is called Shivaliks. Now this is the
Shivalik.
yes, this is the third one. Wait a second. So first is Inner Himalayas, second is first is Inner Himalayas or Himadri, second is what?
Pir
Himachal,
Pranjal.
Himachal or Lesser Himalayas, and
Okay.
third is Shivalik.
Shivaliks.
Clear? So now about Shivaliks. First feature of Shivalik is that they extend over a width of 10 to 50 kilometers. They extend कितना तक वो फैले हुए हैं 10 to 50 kilometers and have a altitude varying between 900 and 1100 meters. This is the first feature about the width and the height. Then these ranges are composed of what? Unconsolidated sediments. Unconsolidated means, the word unconsolidated means loosely arranged, means they are not properly arranged. So these ranges are composed of loosely arranged sediments. Sediments are not properly arranged, कोई बड़े कोई छोटे pieces हैं, and brought down by the river from the main Himalayan ranges located further north. Clear? So this is the second feature, that they are composed of unconsolidated sediments, and that is brought from the river from the main Himalayan range. Then these valleys are covered with, this is the next third one, that these valleys are covered with the thick gravel
Gravel and alluvium.
and alluvium. That means thick gravel. Thick gravel. Gravel means pebbles. Gravel means pebbles. These valleys are covered with thick pebbles and alluvium. Then the longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalaya and Shivaliks are known as dunes. Underline just what do you mean by dune, or what are dunes, or what is the location of dune. So the longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalayas and Shivaliks are known as dunes. Here clearly the ranges are given here. You can check it. Shivalik range is given here. Your Great Himalayas in the center. Clear? And different ranges are given. Vindhya range, Satpura range, your Jaskar range, Karakoram range. So the longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalayas and Shivalik are known as dunes. So what are dunes? Where is the dune situated?
The longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalayas and Shivalik.
Yes. So then Dehradun, Kotli Dune and Patli Dune are some of the well-known dunes. Name some well-known dunes. 1 mark answer can be asked here. Dehradun, Kotli Dune and Patli Dune are some of the
There are
well-known
Kotli
dunes.
Dune and Patli Dune.
Very good.
Well-known dunes.
Huh. Now, beside the longitudinal division, the Himalayas have been divided on the basis of regions from west to east. Now, beside the longitudinal division, Himalayas have been divided on the basis of regions also, from west to east.
West to east.
East.
Yes. Now, this division has been demarcated. Demarcated means demarcated by river valleys. These divisions have been demarcated by river valleys. Demarcated means set the boundaries or limits. So these divisions, which divisions? From west to east have been demarcated. That means had set the boundaries or limits by the river valleys. Many river valleys are there which had set the boundaries from west to east, or different regions which are there from west to east of the Himalayas. Clear? For example, the part of Himalayas lying between Indus and Satluj. Now, part of Himalaya lying between Indus and Satluj has been traditionally known as Punjab Himalaya. Now, this region of Himalaya, which region? Punjab Himalaya. It has been set the boundary. Who has set the boundary? Which river? Which river valley? Indus and Satluj.
Indus and
Indus and Satluj.
Clear this much? That, but it is also known as regionally as Kashmir and Himachal, Himalaya from west to east respectively. But इसको एक तरीके से दूसरे नाम से भी बुलाया जाता है. It is well known with the name regionally as Kashmir and Himachal, Himalaya from west to east respectively. West से east तक उसको कश्मीर या हिमाचल हिमालय बुलाया जाता है. The part of Himalaya lying between Satluj and Kali River is known as Kumaon Himalayas. Now another river valley, that is Satluj and Kali rivers are there, and they had demarcated which region? Kumaon Himalayas.
Kumaon River.
So this first is Punjab Himalayas,
Yes, ma'am.
demarcated with Indus and Satluj.
Indus and Satluj.
Then Kumaon Himalayas,
Satluj.
Kumaon Himalayas, by
Satluj and Kali River.
Then the Kali and
Satluj and
Tista.
Kali.
Okay. The
Kali
Kali and
and
Tista rivers demarcate the Nepal
Nepal
Himalayas.
Himalaya.
Now the third one is Nepal Himalayas. Underline or everything is underlined. Then make a square. इसको एक तरीके से स्क्वायर या चारों तरफ से बंद करके इसको बना लो ताकि ये ध्यान रहे कि फर्स्ट इज पंजाब हिमालय, सेकंड वी हैव रेड अबाउट कुमायूं हिमालय and which rivers are there which are demarcating them. Then third is Nepal Himalayas, that is Kali and Tista river. They demarcate the Nepal Himalayas, and the part lying between Tista and Dihang river. Tista and Dihang river is known as Assam Himalayas. Now this is the fourth region of Himalayan part. That is, first we have read about Punjab Himalayan, demarcated with Indus and Satluj. Second, Kumaon Himalayas, demarcated with Satluj and Kali.
Satluj and Kali. Third one is Nepal and
Kali and Tista, Nepal Himalaya.
Kali and Tista, and then fourth is
Tista and Dihang.
Tista and
they are
Assam
demarcated
Himalayas.
Assam Himalayas.
Tista, Yang.
Clear this much, everyone? Now
Yes,
there
ma'am.
are regional names also in these broad categories. अब इन लोगों को अलग अलग नाम से भी वहां पर regions, वहां के लोग local लोग उनको अलग अलग नाम से भी बुलाते हैं. ठीक है? Then the Brahmaputra marks the easternmost boundary of Himalayas. The Brahmaputra, which river marks the easternmost boundary of Himalayas? Brahmaputra.
The Brahmaputra mark.
Clear? Then beyond the Dihang Gorge, beyond the Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend. The Himalayas bend what?
Sharply.
Bend sharply and
Bend sharply. Then what it is written?
sharply to south.
To south
spread
and
along
spread
the
along the
eastern
Spread
boundary.
the eastern boundary of
Yes, spread to the eastern part. So the beyond the Dihang means Dihang के beyond मतलब उसके अलावा उसके आगे जाएंगे तो क्या है ये? Beyond where is it? Beyond the Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply. Bend हो जाते हैं
Sharply to the south.
sharp way से to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of
Bend
India.
along the
Yeah.
eastern boundaries of India.
Very good. And what is George? Beyond the Dihang Gorge. George, it is also known as canyon. It is a deep eye-shaped valley. George is what? It is a deep eye-shaped valley. Eye-shaped कैसे होता है? ऐसे लंबा सा, है ना? तो ये deep eye-shaped valley है George, having steep vertical walls. Walls जो है इसकी वो क्या है? Steep है, एकदम तीखी है, vertical है, and on the either side of the river. River के either side में ऐसी steep walls हैं. It is formed by erosive activity of the river. और ये जॉर्ज कैसे फॉर्म होता है? Erosive activity, erosion take place. When the erosion of river by river take place, then this eye-shaped valley occurs. Clear this much? Now beyond the Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India, and they are known as Purvachal. Underline this. This is very important. What do you mean by Purvachal, or what is the location of Purvachal, or the eastern hills of Purvachal are also known as eastern hills on the mountains. Have you underlined this, Purvachal? So
Yes,
beyond the for Purvachal, what will be the answer? Beyond the Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south
sharply to the south
and
and spread along the eastern boundary of India.
yes, and spread along the eastern boundary of India, and that is called as Purvachal or eastern hills of mountains.
Purvachal, eastern hills of
Clear. Now these hills running through a northeastern states are mostly composed of strong sandstones, which are sedimentary rocks. Strong sandstones are the sedimentary rocks covered with dense forest. They mostly run as parallel ranges and valleys. So they are covered with which type of forest? Dense forest.
dense
This area is
forest,
covered with dense forest, and many parallel ranges are there.
ranges and valleys. are there.
Huh. So the Purvanchal comprises the Patkai Hills, the Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills, and Mizo Hills. Underline this. Which type of hills? You name the hills. Purvanchal comprises of. Purvanchal comprises of Patkai Hills, Naga
The
Hills.
Naga
Sky
Hills,
hills,
Naga
Naga
Manipur
hills,
Hills,
Manipur Hills
Manipur
and
and
the
hills,
Mizo
and
Mizo
Mizo
Hills.
hills.
Very good. Underline this also. Now the northern plains. Till here it is clear. Himalayas,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
first physical feature. Everybody has clearly understood the Himalayan mountains,
Yes,
the first
ma'am.
physical feature of India.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now coming to
Yes,
the
ma'am.
okay, now time is still there. 7 to 8 minutes are there. We will start with the northern plains. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, the northern plains has been
Yes, ma'am.
formed by the interplay of three major rivers. Now, how are northern plains formed? They are formed by the interplay of three major rivers.
Three major
Rivers.
rivers.
Yes, interplay means interaction. Clear? Interplay
Okay,
means
ma'am.
interaction. So,
Interaction.
the northern plains have been formed by the interaction of three major river
Three
systems,
major rivers.
and they are which are these three
The
rivers?
Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra.
Yes, the Indus, the Ganga, and the
Indus,
uh,
Ganga, and Brahmaputra, along with the tributaries.
yes, along with its
Brahmaputra.
tributaries. Tributaries means
Tributaries.
small streams. Tributaries means small streams or rivers which join the main river. Now these are the main rivers. So many small rivers or streams flow from these rivers, main rivers, and that is called as tributaries. So the northern plains have been formed by the interaction of these three main rivers, that is Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra, along with their tributaries, means many other small rivers, or we can say streams also make this northern plain. This plain is formed by alluvial soil. Now this plain is also formed by alluvial soil. Alluvial soil, you all know that it is very fertile soil. Yes or no? It is very
Yes, ma'am.
fertile soil, alluvial soil. So this plain is made up of very fertile soil, that is called as alluvial soil. Now the deposition of alluvial soil. Now these are the features. Okay. First is that it is formed by the interaction of three major rivers, Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. Second is the plain is formed with the alluvial soil. Third is the deposition of alluvium is vast basin lying at the foothills of Himalayas over million of years form this fertile plain. Now this fertile plain is made by the deposition of alluvium soil in the vast basin. And where is this vast basin lying? In the foothills of Himalayas. Himalayas के जो foothills में basin बना है उसको deposited हो गया है वो किससे? Alluvial soil से, and that is made the northern plains. Right? It's spread over an
Northern
area.
plains.
Yes, it's spread over the area of 7 lakh square kilometer. Clear? This is the Next feature. Then the plain has been about 2400 kilometers long, and this is the how much long the northern plain is. 2400 kilometer long and 240 to 320 kilometer broad, and is densely populated. Densely populated, as you all know, that it is a northern plain. The plain area, very fertile soil is there, so definitely it will be more populated. ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग वहां पर रहने लगेंगे, क्योंकि we all know that most of the population lives in the plain area where the fertile plains are there, or where the soil is fertile. हिली रीजन्स में, माउंटेनियस हाई रीजन्स में थोड़ा सा कम पॉपुलेशन मिलेगी. तो हियर दिस नॉर्दर्न प्लेन इज वेरी पॉपुलेटेड एरिया with a rich soil covered combined with adequate water supply and favorable climate. Favorable climate is also there and adequate water supply is also there. And it is agriculturally very productive part of India, as adequate water is there, plain area is there, fertile soil is there, favorable climate is there, then definitely agriculture protected, means it will be more agriculturally productive part of India. Now the rivers coming from the northern mountains are involved in deposition work. Depositional and erosional work I had already made you clear in the beginning of the lesson. Carrying away of the fertile soil. Upper part of the layer of the earth is erosion, and where it get deposited, collected at other place, it is called depositional work. So the rivers coming from northern mountains are involved in depositional work. Rivers जब बहती हैं तो अपने साथ क्या sediments और बहुत सी और भी चीजें अपने साथ वो लेती हुई बहती हैं. So that is when the force of the river is slow down, the flowing of the river slows down, then those things which are carried with the water of the fast flowing river, that is deposited in some places, that is called as depositional work. And in the lower course, due to gentle slope, the velocity means the speed of the river decreases, which result in the formation of riverine islands. Riverine means landmass formed within the river. Clear now, this much, everyone clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
So I make a and we are only of today's class. In our next class, we will continue with the same page, and from here, do you know? Okay. So till then, read the lesson, and if you are not able to understand anything, you can ask me, clarify your doubt, and type once again present in the chat box. And that's all for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.